Hello friends, in today's video we are going to see top-down program for longest palindromic subsequence. If you remember and watched my last video, then in last video what we have done? We have written a recursive program for the same program and we have analyzed it. That is how this program is going to execute and have checked whether we can apply dynamic programming here or not. And what we found out? That we can apply dynamic programming here. And to apply dynamic programming, we have two different approaches. One is top down and another is bottom up. And today we are going to do top down version. So if you remember, in top down version, we are going to use memoization. What is this? That is, if I have calculated any values, then I am going to store that particular value in my table so that I don't have to calculate it again, and when the function call will come to calculate that value, we will directly go to the table where we have stored it and take out that particular value. So friends, to memoization, that is to do memoization, we need a table, and for table we need a dimension. That is what will be the column, and that is number of column and number of rows in that particular table. And how we are going to find out that particular thing? To find it out, we are going to use recursion tree. And how? See, I have taken example of this particular word ABCD. Okay? So if you will draw recursion tree of this particular tree, and suppose, and one more thing, if you remember from my last video, what is I and J here? I is the index of first character and J is the index of last character. Correct? So when LPS of 0, 3 will be called to find out the LPS in this particular word, then how many different values? Suppose I is denoting row and J is denoting column. So how many different value it can take? So to find out a different value taken by I, we have to go to the left subtree. Okay? And to find out the different value taken by J, we have to go to the right subtree. That is only travel right subtree. And why I have taken this particular example? In this particular example, my tree will grow to its fullest. That is, it is the worst thing. That is, we have LPS of length 1. So as you can see here my I is taking 4 different values. 1, 2, 3 and 0. Okay. Similarly, if you will see this side, you will find out that J is also taking 4 different values. And what do we mean by this? Suppose this is my string ABCD. That initially I will be here, J will be here. So, in this particular word, where can I go? I will go in this direction, and in worst case it will reach at the last index. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can take 4 different indexes. That is, it can go to the 4 different indexes. So the different values that I can take is 4. That is the length of the word. Similarly, J can travel from here to here. And you can see in this particular right subtree. So basically what I want to say here is, suppose I have a word of length and then our table size, if word length equal to n, then table size will be n cross n. Correct? Sorry, 4 cross 4. Table will be for this particular word. Table size will be n cross n, and for this particular word it will be 4 cross 4. Now friends, now we know the table value, we will create a table. And to create a table, we should know an identifier as it is a top-down version. So what will be my identifier here? Identifier is a number in this kind of program which cannot be generated by this particular program. So as you can see here, our identifier can be -1. It can also be my 0 here. As the program I have written, it can also be 0. Okay? But what I am taking as an identifier here is -1. So how I am going to create a table? So to create table, first of all, I will use nested loop. Sorry, nested list comprehension I will use. I am initializing it with -1. Length of word for I in range length of word, and this is our table. What it will do? Suppose my dimension is 4 by 4, then it will create us a 2-dimensional list, and it's going to initialize it with -1, and so on. Okay? So now we have the table. What we will do? We will update this recursive code to make it a top-down code. And now I will show you how easy it is. So what we need to do? Wherever we are returning any values, first we will store this particular value in the table. That is, we will first update in table. Return tab of ij. Similarly, here what I will do is, first of all I will update, and in next line we will return tab of ij. And one more thing, this is the updation part. And now what we are missing? We are not searching in a table that we have calculated earlier or not. So I will add one more line, that is, if tab of ij is not equal to -1, then return tab of ij. Okay? So what is this time mean? That is, if check, what is this doing? If this will be true, that means we have updated the value in table. Now friends, as you can see here, we have the code, and what we will do now? We will do a dry run for one of the example. And here what example I am taking? Word is equal to A, B, C, D, E, A. Okay? So this is my word, and here I will run this particular code. And one more thing friends, here in table I have taken -1 identifier. We can take it 0 also. Why is it so? Because see, what will be our LPS in worst case? 1. So basically, whatever value which we are not updating it in table, we can use it as a LPS. So what will be the least value we will be updating in table? 1. Okay? Now let's see how this code will execute for top-down program. So when I will call LPS, then my I will be here and my J will be here. So basically we will call LPS of 0, 5. And one more thing, where is our table? So as our string length is 6, our table size will also be 6 by 6. And each of the values will be initialized by -1. -1. Okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when LPS of 0, 5 will be called, so what it will do? It will check whether I is greater than 0 or not. And what is the I? I is 0 and j is 5. So this if check will be false. I is equal to j. This will also be false. Then it will check in table whether this value is other than -1 or not. So as you can see here, LPS of 0, 5 is -1. So this if check will also be false. Then control will come to this particular if. And as you can see here, what at I is equal to A and what at j is also equal to A. So this if check will be true. And what it will do? It will first do 2 plus LPS of I plus 1 j minus 1. So it will basically call LPS of 0 plus 1 1 or 5 minus 1. So it will call LPS of 1 comma 4. And see one thing, it will call LPS of 2 plus LPS of 1 comma 4, and when it will return, get its value return, it will store it in table. Okay. Now LPS of 1 comma 4 will be called, and when LPS of 1 comma 4 will be called, our I will point to B and G will point to E. So again this if check will be false, as I is 1 and J is 4. I is smaller than J. Okay. This will also be false. Again it will check in table. Tab of 1 comma 4. So this is 1 comma 4. Correct? And as you can see here, it is -1. So it will also be false. So again this call will be made. So character here is B and character here is E. So not equal. So control will come to this one. So what it will do? It will make two calls. First it will make LPS of 2 comma 4 and LPS of 2 comma 4. When this function call will go for its execution, it will again find out that none of this will be true. It is going to execute this one. That is, I am removing LPS, just writing the I and J. So it will call 3 comma 4, and when 3 comma 4 will go for call, then none of this will be true and it is going to call 4 comma 4, and 4 comma 4 will return 1 from here, and I is equal to J. So then 3 comma 4 is going to call 3 comma 3. So as you can see here, 3 comma 3 will return 1 from here. So what will 3 comma 4 will do? 3 comma 4 will pick max between these two. Okay? As you can see here, these are two values. It will pick max between these two values and will update in table of ij 3 comma 4. It will update 1 here. Okay? It will update 1 here, and it will return in next line 1 to its calling function 24. And what will 24 do? What will 24 do? 24 is going to call 3 comma 4, LPS of 2 comma 4 right part, that is it will call here 2 comma 3, and not 2 comma 3 will call 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 2. 2 comma 2 will return 1, this will also return 1, and then 2 comma 3 will pick maximum of these two and in update 2 comma 3, that is it will be updated to 1. Okay, then what will happen? Then 2 comma 1 in next line is going to return 1, and then what will 2 comma 4 do? 2 comma 4 is this value. 2 comma 2 is going to pick max between these two and it is 1. So it will update here 1 and in next line it will return the same thing. As you can see here, LPS of 2 comma 4 is 1. It will pick max and return. So what LPS of 1 comma 4 will do now? it will call LPS of 1 comma 3. Okay, and same thing will happen when we are going to call LPS of 1 comma 3, and I have made the string like that only. Okay, so this is what going to happen. Now LPS of 1 comma 3 will, see, when LPS of 1 comma 3 will be called, where will be I and j. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So I will be here and j will be here. Okay. So when I will be equal to 1 and j will be equal to 4, so our j will be pointing to A. I did a mistake there. Okay. So when I will be equal to 1, j equal to 3, I will be at B and j will be at D. So basically what will happen? This will be false, this will be false, this will be false. Okay. This will also be false. As here it is B and here it is D. So control will come to this max. And what is it going to do? First of all, it will call LPS of 2 comma 3. And what will this do? It will call LPS of 1 comma 2. Okay? As you can see here, first I am increasing I. In second function call I am decreasing j. Here you can see I am increasing I, here I am decreasing j. And when LPS of 2 comma 3 will be called, as you can see here, duplicate, same thing will be called 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3. And one more thing. When LPS of 2 comma 3 will be called, first of all I will check this particular thing. Is I is greater than j? It is not. I equal to j? It is not. Then we will check in table. And when we will check in table, we will find out that it is not minus 1. So this tree will not grow, and we will return 1 from here only, and tab of ij is 1. Okay. Now what will happen? 1 of 2 comma will be called. So this will be false, this will be false. Again we will check in table. It is minus 1. So we need to calculate it. 1 comma 2, what it will do? First of all it will increase I. 2 comma 2. And then it will decrease j. So 2 comma 2 will return 1, 1 comma 1 will return 1, and 1 comma 2 what it will do? First of all it will update in table. And what it will update in table? Maps of these two value. So it will update 1 here. It will update 1 here. Now what it will do? It will return 1 to its calling function, that is LPS of 1 comma 4. Now LPS of 1 comma 4 has got what? Its value, that is this and this, that is LPS of 2 comma 4 and 1 comma 3. Now it will pick a max between these two values. And what is the max? 1 comma 1. So it is 1 only. Then what it will do? It will update in the table. Here it is going to update max between these two. And one more thing, actually this will be updated. When LPS of 1 comma 3 will return, it will update tab of 1 comma 3. Okay, and here tab of 1 comma 4 will updated with 1. And next, as you can see here, it has returned 1 from here, it has returned 1 from here. So it will take 1, choose a max and return 1 to its calling function. And what was its calling function? LPS of 0, 5. And what will LPS 0, 5 will do? Submitter. That is, it is 3, and at tab of 0, 5, that is tab of 0, 5, it will update 3, and in next line it will return 3. Okay friends. Now friends, what will be the time complexity and what will be the space complexity of this problem? Space complexity. So to find out time complexity, what we need to check? How many maximum function call we can make. See, this is our I and this is our j. what are the different values it can take. What is the order of this thing? Its order will be order of n. Why? Because it can take all the different value of the length of a string. That is, if the string length is 4, it will run from 0 to 4. That is, it will take 5 different value. Similarly, if string length is 5, our g is also going to take 5 different values, but it will decrease. It will go from 4 to 0. Okay? So, I will take order n, j will take order n. So, at max, how many function calls we are going to do here? At a max, we will do order of n square function calls. So, the time complexity of this problem is order of n square. And what was the time complexity of our recursive call? It was order of 2 to the power n. So, you can see here, what is the reduction in time complexity we have got using a top-down method. And what will be the space complexity? A space complexity will be the space table taken by this tab table. And what is the space taken here? A space taken is also n cross n. What is this? Size of our table. Sorry, size of our word. That is word length by word length. And one more thing, can we minimize this table complexity? Yes, we can. How? See, I will explain this in next video on bottom up in detail, but I will give you a hint here. So suppose I am at this particular cell, that is I am calculating tab of 4, 5. If I am calculating tab of 4, 5, then if the characters are equal, then what I will do? I will call tab of 5, 4. Okay? I am just taking a rough example. And if the character will not be equal, then I will call tab of 5, 5 and tab of 4, 4. So as you can see here, either I am taking value from here or here or here. Okay? So basically, what I need is, I need only one row. If I will be here, we will either be taking value from here, here or here. We will not take value from row number 5 if I am at row number 3. So basically we need only one row. Okay? So our time complexity can be reduced to order n. But our space complexity, but time complexity cannot be reduced. Friends, as you can see here, this is our top-down code for LPS, that is longest palindromic subsequence. Now what I am going to do is, I will execute this code for few different words. First of all, try with BBAB. So here as you can see, our LPS is BBBB and its length is 4. So we will execute it using recursive code and then using top-down code. Now let's execute it using top-down code. So for executing it using top-down code, you need to create table first. So here you can see I am creating table. Then I am only executing this function. Now what I will do is, I will change the word. Now here I will replace BBB to character. Okay. And as you can see here LPS is CARAC and its length is 5. Now let's execute it. So as you can see here, LPS is 5, which is correct. Now let's do the same thing using top-down method. So as you can see here, answer is 5, which is correct. Now let's try this one, underqualified. In underqualified, our LPS is DEIFIED. Okay, and its length is 7. Now let's execute it. So as you can see here, length is 7, but time taken is 1.99 millisecond. Now let's do one more thing. Let's find it using top-down method. So for top-down method, we will first create the table. Why we are creating table? Because our table dimension is dependent on the length of the word. Okay. Now what we will do? Now let's try this one. Turbo ventilator. Here the LPS is rotator of length 7. Now let's execute the recursive code first. So it is taking 3 milliseconds. Now execute this one using top-down method. So as you can see here, answer is 7, which is correct, and here also recursive answer is 7, but it is taking 3 milliseconds. So approximately 10 to the power 6 time difference. Now what we are going to do is we will make this one word equal to ABCD to W. Okay, so that is my length of the word will be 23, and now we will execute it using first recursive code and then top down code. So as you can see here, using recursive it is taking 1.55 seconds. Now let's do the same thing using top down code. First of all, I will create table. Why table? Because table length is dependent on the table dimension is dependent on the word length. So as you can see here, answer is 1, which is correct, and time taken is 0 nanosecond. Now what we will do, we will append one more character here, WX. Okay, and now let's execute the recursive code first. As you can see here, length is 24, so I will execute this particular cell. Now let's see how much time it will take. It is taking 3 seconds. Okay, now let's do the same thing using top down. So before executing this code, we need to create this table. Now you can see here, answer is 1, which is correct, but what is the time taken here? 0 nanosecond. Actually it is not 0 nanosecond, it is a time which is very close to 0 nanosecond, and here what is the time? 3 seconds. So you can see here the time difference is approximately 10 to the power 9 times. Now let's add one more character, Y, and as you can see here, length of word is 5, and now let's execute the recursive code first. So it will take approximately 6 seconds to execute. So as you can see here, where is the, so it is taking 6 seconds, and here it is throwing error. Why? Because I have not created table. So first of all, I have to create table. Now as you can see, it is executing successfully, and the answer is 1, which is correct. So friends, this is all I have for top down video, and if you have liked this video, then please like, share and subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching.